got 44 right there.
Yeah, that's 44.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
95 right there. Walmart down there.
Yeah, that's Walmart.
95 right here. Look at the ocean. We gonna fly over to Africa. Nah, hell no. Turn the miles out. Peace, Hotel. Welcome to Life and Times of MWAMBA'S, episode 1. This is part 2 of the episode where I'm going to discuss the black family. But before I do so, I want to give some special shout outs. First, the G.W.C, BlazeDeImperial. Second, I want to give a shout out to my family, who I love and cherish so much. And most importantly, I want to give a special shout out to all the viewers out there that's watching this video right now. Continue to support the movement, and I'm just letting you know that I appreciate the love. Peace. What's wrong with the black community? The black community is in shambles right now. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, man. We have to tighten up by just being there. We have to be there for, really, we have to be there for our babies, because they're gonna be the ones, we're gonna be dead and gone. They're the ones gonna, you know, we passing off our legacies to them, and we don't want to pass off the wrong type of legacy. We don't want to pass off a legacy of death and destruction. We want to pass on a legacy of life and fulfillment and knowledge, enlightenment. You can't do both. It has to be either one or the other. And it starts by just simply being there. You know, a lot of us just fall by the wayside because we go out and take all these chances calling ourselves making decisions for our kids and for the family end up in jail, prison, or end up being dead. And that is something that, I mean, yeah, maybe your intentions are good, but the results are disastrous. Because if you sit behind them bars, you can't do nothing for your children. You can't do nothing for your wife, whoever, you know. If you have a girlfriend, all that's done. You know what I'm saying? You know, basically we have to look at ourselves. Accountability. Once we do better, then we can make our conditions better and our situations better. And if we make ourselves better in our conditions and our situations, then whoever that we passing everything on to, which should be our kids, or maybe like a niece or a nephew. The way how the woman can improve the situation, well, I'm gonna say it like this. Just be a virtuous woman. Stop doing ratchet stuff. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your kids. Quick, make better decisions. Stop doing ratchet stuff. Stop, posting ass pictures on the book and things like that, and flaunting yourself. Cause you're not promoting. Cause you do that type of stuff, you're not promoting family structure. Really, you promoting death and destruction. Cause there ain't nothing good gonna come out of that. To really be honest, that's something really to think about. You know, a woman. When I think of a single mother, her job is already hard by itself without the man. So I think that the woman just has to be a little bit stronger. At this point, the current state that we're in right now, really, it's like we're dead. So what we need to start doing is start building ourselves up spiritually. That's another important thing. Because when I look at the ancestors, they had a great spiritual system. They were in tune with nature. They was in tune with certain elements. Speaking on the importance of family structure, the black family is very important because if not for the family structure, we wouldn't exist for one. Also, this is very important because dating back to the ancient times, the concept of mother, father, and son made up the original Trinity, which pretty much is what I call the first family. Also, this family structure is important because it provides a system that can give support, wisdom, guidance, stability, and personal growth. Now, what is the family structure? It's a system that has to include one man united with one woman. One man with one woman. And this is the common system that most can relate to. One man united with one woman. And with this union, the man and woman can join together to pretty much take on the world, but together. They work to provide for themselves, and if children are produced, then they provide for them as well. The parent's job really is to teach and pass knowledge to their seeds, to make certain that their lives are much, much smoother and easier than theirs. Parents help their children transition into adults and towards reality. Parents teach what is right and wrong. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding are key components to the teachings. The black family structure is the village. The elders pour knowledge into the youth, and this information is sacred. You have to treat it like a piece of gold. It's very valuable. This is basically traditional when you trace the black family structure all the way back to the tribes and the clans, all the way back to the motherland is Africa. That's us. The state that the black family should be in is a good state. And first off, nation building starts with family. Getting along, working together as a unit. And I look at Mexicans, for example, and I admire their togetherness. I admire I just like the way how they build. They don't try to worry about everybody else. They worry about what they got to do, what's in their circle, what's in their household. They come together, they pool resources, they put their money together, they carpool. They all work at the same job. They all, you know, they have structure. They're organized, and they make something happen. They make something happen, and everybody plays a role. Everybody has their part to play because they're a team, one unit. Everybody respects one another, and they also practice group economics. And we as blacks, we have to do this. If the black family came together and practiced group economics in the way of the Rastas, the Migos, and the white Jews, then we'll rise as a people. And what's going to start the rise? What's going to ignite the rise? By rebuilding the black family. And not only when families hold themselves accountable and come together, then their communities are going to rise as well, just like how cream rises to the top. Now look at the current state of the black family, and what I see is death and destruction. I really don't see life. Today it seems like the traditional family is dying out. It's becoming extinct. It's like it's not popular. More broken homes are being seen. Kids are being raised by single mothers with no father figure around. It seems like the old school grandparents that I grew up having. It's like they're becoming extinct. You know, those grandparents that actually cared about, acted like they cared about you. You know, told you just how it is. You know, kept it real. It's like real is dying out. And you got more black men in prison, and what's happening is leaving a legacy of lost opportunities, lost dreams, and poverty. I'm seeing families of people either being like lesbian or gay, and they want to come together as a family unit. And the way I see it is disturbing, because that's not the way how I saw black families growing up. That's not a real black family. You have to have one man and one woman. You can't have two men coming together, and you can't have one woman and another woman coming together. That's not that to me that goes against life, because with both of those you can't produce life with that. That's just like trying to plug in two male plugs together to try to produce electricity, or two female plugs to come together to produce electricity. You can't do that. You get to have the male prong go into one of these right here, which is a female prong. That's the only way how you're gonna get power, produce energy, produce life, and that right there goes against what I call family structure. More women are getting abortions, and that's another sad situation. You're killing a potential great one. You don't know what that child could have been. It could have been the next best thing coming. Another Malcolm X, another MLK, another Garvey. You know, we can't. That's why I say death and destruction, because this is what I'm seeing in our community. I see us killing one another all the time, and and the way I see it, I can't really place blame on. I don't want to place blame on one person, but I'm gonna say this: like us as men, we have to step up, because the man plays a major role in all of this. We can't be going to prison. We can't be out there doing stupid stuff. We have to be out here for our families. We have to be out here for our kids. We have to be out here to teach our seeds. Me personally, I don't want somebody else to teach my seed. I'm gonna teach my seed what needs to be taught. And everybody need to have that same mentality. You know what I'm saying? I want to commend the women, the single women that's out there that's doing the best they can to raise their children. You know, you have some women that's doing an excellent job. And most of them, they have a good support system backing them. Then you have others that's just falling by the wayside, and I'm not trying to condemn you or nothing, but you just got to just step up and just care a little. You got to care a whole lot. Have pride. You know, honor the ancestors. You know, if you want to, if you want to believe in, Christianity, honor Christ. Do what Jesus. What would Jesus do? Well, or whatever respective religion y'all follow, though there's plenty of teachings that's within those books and those texts that pretty much support what I'm saying. So, like I say, I commend the single mothers out there. I commend all the women, all the men that's out there taking care of their responsibilities. As far as like trying to be there for their kids, to be a teacher, to be in their kids' life, whether y'all together or whether you're separate. But either way, it takes all of us to come together to to make things right. It was designed for the black family to crumble, because in reality, family is our strength. You can go in the hood and go pick the poorest family out there in the hood, but you know what? They might not have much, but they have each other. You have some poor families that get along just well, but because they are thankful for their basic needs. They might not have everything, but they have each other, and that's the basics. We always had that. Throughout everything, we always had that. Back in Africa, in the motherland, we had that. Once we got over here, they just broke the family apart. Husband and wife and kids come together on the same lot, in the same boat. As soon as you get to that market, they splitting everybody up. You have one master finna buy the wife, one finna take the father, and then you have one that might take both of the kids. And they never even see them ever again. Never. So just think about that for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people, even back then, that would kill to see their wife and kids again. Well, even though Django was a movie, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole plot behind the movie, Jamie Foxx, who was Django, did what he had to do to get back to his wife. Perfect love story, kind of. But anyway, I'm pretty sure y'all get the point what I'm trying to get at. But the thing is, we need to tap. It's like this. It's strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's strength in solidarity, and we have to tap into that. We have to tap into that energy. And we have to do this until we get back to the point of greatness. But it starts with the family unit, the family structure. You get to start small, build your circle, which should be family anyway. And then expand that circle. That's what makes a community. When you expand the community, then that makes a nation. So that's 3 points right there. Family, community, nation. Now everybody will not buy into that concept because they still might be brainwashed to feel a certain type of way, but all it takes is a few good men and women to come together, and the possibilities are going to be endless. If they could get a million people, they could do a million man march. I know they could do a million families march. That's something that should be done to help promote this. Because we have to promote black families. That's the strength. That's our backbone. We all we get. This is what we need to maintain the black family system. We first need to start promoting family. For example, when they came up with Planned Parenthood, that was, they said that's a system that was used to kind of X the black man out. In other words, you can't get Section 8 and all these benefits if you have the man in the house. Well, that kind of like killed the black family structure also. But instead of doing that, how about reverse that trend and start promoting families? Government don't do it, then we got to come together and start doing it for self. And if I missed some points, then feel free to comment or hit me up on the inbox, or leave a comment on the video. because this is like a very important topic, and we all need to come together to put our ideas together to try to get to the bottom line of what can we do. What can you do as a individual to do your part to make to bring a resurgence in the black family structure. I'm gonna do what I can to do my part, but the thing is, you got to do what you got to do, or do what you can do to make it a reality for yourself, and for your community, and for your people. Bottom line is this: the black family structure is becoming extinct, and we can reverse the trend, but it's going to take a whole nother generation to do so. But the time to start acting is right now, and we have to start promoting family of one man with one woman. We have to promote love. We have to promote peace. We have to promote the way of the village. We have to practice group economics. Put foolish pride to the side. Learn to move as a unit. And I'm going to close with this. A family that builds together stays together. This is MWAMBA'S. I'm out. Peace. MWAMBA episode quote: "They will always make loving the motherland wrong, for I continue killing to be right."